guys, it is Rob. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to day 2 of the 31 Days of Horror Challenge. I decided to go with a horror film that I haven't seen in a while. It was nice to rewatch this because I do love it. As an old school American horror slasher film. That's a mouthful. But it came out in 2006, and it was directed by Adam Green, which, he also did Frozen, which is one of my favorite horror films. And it is Hatchet with Victor Crawley, played by Kane Hodder. But you got an amazing cast in this, guys. You have Robert Englund, Tony Todd, Joshua Leonard. Everyone remember Joshua Leonard? Blair Witch Project? Anybody? You got Tamara Feldman, Dion Richmond, Perry Shen, Joel Murray, Joel David Moore. Amazing. When I first saw this movie, I was hooked right away. It just reminded me of an old school slasher. And it definitely delivers on every aspect of the gore, the characters. Victor Crawley is a unique horror character. It's almost like a cross between like a Hills Have Eyes character and Jason. Because, like I said, Kane Hodder plays Victor Crawley, and when he moves, he's kind of got that build to him in the movement. Like when he gets startled or he hears something, he's like this, like Jason would do. So he's got the movement. I always wanted to see Victor Crawley fight Jason. I think it would be an awesome matchup. But it's got an interesting story to it. Victor Crawley looks all like deformed and stuff. But basically, it's about a bunch of tourists who go on a bayou tour, it's like a swamp tour, okay? And they get everything together, they go on this tour, and they talk about the legend of Victor Crawley. And he's basically a deformed swamp psycho, and he has been known to return. And by this point, it's just a story. It's a legend, and that's what they talk about on this tour when they're showing the sights. Well, as fate would have it, they start hearing noises and the call of Victor Crawley. He starts, calling his dad's name. And I think his father is played by Kane Hodder, like as Kane Hodder himself, but at this point, Victor Crawley returns. It's kind of like it has like the supernatural aspect. He returns and he basically slaughters these tourists one by one with every kind of weapon, like a sand belt and or like a belt sander. I guess that's how you say it. It's belt sander and just everything he can get his hands on. And it's brutal. Like he pulls this lady, he pulls her face over her head, like he just like rips her face off. Like it's crazy, like how strong he is and like what he can do. It's pretty freaky. It's pretty terrifying because he's got this energy. Victor Crawley's got this energy about him that, it's just it's uncanny. It's like Jason has his energy, but Victor Crawley is more aggressive, I would say. But the effects are top notch, guys. The effects are so good in this movie. That's what really shines here among it, everything else. The effects are that's what makes it. I mean, even Frozen had great effects. Adam Green really does a good job with his movies when it comes to the effects and stuff. But that's the basis of what the story and everything revolves around. It's just your typical, like, you get a bunch of people together, go do something, get lost or get stranded or go do something, and then like a killer emerges and then wipes them out and they got to survive. it's your typical, that's a typical cliche that happens in a lot of horror films, especially slashers, running away from the killer. So yeah, it's got some great features on here. The audio commentaries by Adam Green and Kane Hodder, which is cool. Um, the making of Hatchet and guts and gore, how they did the effects and stuff like that. Really, really cool, guys. This is an excellent movie. When it comes to the sequels, though, I didn't really care for Victor Crowley, which is the fourth movie. There's four of these movies, by the way. Hatchet 2 was pretty good. I didn't mind Hatchet 2 at all. Hatchet 3 was that's when it started to kind of decline. But the first Hatchet is fantastic. This is also the unrated director's cut, so there's a bit more to watch here. But guys, if you have not seen Hatchet, I definitely recommend this one. If you're into slashers, if you're into old school, kind of like Friday the 13th ish kind of movies, this really ups the ante, and it also pays homage to it. So yeah, Hatchet is my pick for day 2 of the 31 Days of Horror Challenge. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. What do you guys think of the movie Hatchet and my pick? Let me know down in the comments. And yeah, next is going to be day 3 of the 31 Days of Horror Challenge. Stick with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.